Good night. I'm invading the Empress show real quick for all the great movements inside the building with the crew. You know what I mean? Spaceman in here. He's hiding in the back. Toya Famous in the building. Gabby in the building. You know how it is.
We're passing through the Empress Lounge.
We're
giving some support tonight.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
We got guests in the building and so forth. Shout out to everybody that's on Instagram. And oh shit, now I'm reading it come up. Y'all know how
he said, "Oh snap."
No, I said, "Oh shit." So, what do you call it? Definitely big up to everybody that definitely got a lot. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Live Me, Twitter, Facebook. God damn, you already got a whole bunch of people on this shit already. All right, cool. So, you know what I mean? Definitely big up to everybody that definitely got it locked all over the place. We got cameras everywhere. We got guests in the building. You know what I'm saying? They will be introduced in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like I said, it's an invasion real quick. You know, your boy in the building doing his own thing, being his own person.
Hey, we ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at all.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, like I said, worldwide. DWC Radio, OneRadio.link.
Log on Starboy.
IndustryRadio.com.
Industry
Rock. I don't know why I say that shit wrong. I really don't. I still say OneRadio.link wrong.
I know. And I'm like,
my bad, though. I mean, they know it's all love. It's all good. You know what I mean? The boy, mine still is not in the right place, but it's all good. I'm still trying, you know what I mean? I can't see real good, so.
Starboy said good night. So.
All right, Starboy. Which Starboy is that?
Starboy.
What, that player Bliss? Okay, Starboy, pick up yourself, all right? I can't see that well, so I apologize. Long time. So, big up to all my ladies that's definitely all over the world right now. Yes, sir. I don't know, Spaceman be doing this shit where he don't give me enough enough what? Volume shit.
Because you want to bust anything. That makes you
all right, cool. You know how I do, man.
I you like to see them alone.
I can't hear something.
Showing love in every go up some more though on the
Speak up yourself. Empress movement. Big party coming up real soon in January. I'm gonna crash that shit too. Yes, sir. Definitely look out for the gold and white. Boys and dark invading Atlanta. Look out for that one. It's really coming soon. definitely check out each and every Thursday. It's all about. I know, you see how I do, right? I just let them do this thing. I still don't know. Definitely look out for Juggler Party each and every Thursday. Gal Farm, and definitely all the things that start up. In fact, I got the post outside. I got the post outside. I got the post outside.
It was set to open up your eyes.
That's all right.
When Ray said, well, what's up, bro? Open up your eyes a little.
I'm going to try to, you know? I'm going to try to. When you're under the meds, you can't really think, you know? What do you call it? What else, yo? A lot of things is popping, a lot of things is happening. Look out for a lot of big shows coming up in Atlanta real soon and other places. Because it's not my show, I can't read out everybody's flyer right now. So,
hey, do you? You already invaded?
I'm just invading for a few minutes.
Go ahead.
Can't do everybody's flyer, but definitely keep on sending your flyers to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Flyer Page, wherever you at, Flyer Page, Twitter, Flyer Page, Instagram, and all that other shit. And then also definitely send it out to our DWC page as well, you know what I mean? So let us know what's going on so we can let everybody else know what's going on as well too, all right? Definitely make sure you check us out. We are still running. After everything, we are still running. Rest in peace to Lioness. We still miss you. Don't worry about it, darling. We got your back. But yes, we are still running. So make sure y'all keep it locked each and every day. DWC Radio to the freaking world. All right? So, ladies, y'all ready for y'all show tonight?
Yeah, man. You ain't know?
All right.
It's her show. I'm just here to support.
It's all good. It's
No, it's our show.
It's our show. You know what I mean?
This
It's
is
all
our show. We're a family.
You know what I mean? So, y'all ready for y'all show tonight?
Oh, yes. Please, people, stop fighting in the clubs. They said to mention no fights.
Oh, no fights in the club?
I told her. I want to know what happened. Because apparently it happened as soon as we left.
I'm going to tell you one thing, right? If you're going to fight in the club, it all depends on what you're fighting for. If you're fighting for, hold up, let me just explain.
Yes.
Let me explain, all right? If you're fighting because somebody stepped on your shoes, get over it. I'll step on your shoes. If you try to fight me, we're going to have a problem. So do not waste your time fighting over shoes, right? If you're fighting because the club is packed and somebody bumps you, you're an idiot. It's packed, all right? If you're fighting in the club because, hold up, I'm just explaining certain things not to waste time to fight for. If you're fighting in the club because there's another piece of pussy or there's another piece of cock on the other side and the other person is trying to get it, yo, fuck that. Keep it moving. There's always another person out there you can get. Next thing, waste of time of fighting. If you're fighting because somebody bought the last drink, that's stupid. Drinks cost too much in the club. It don't make any sense.
What if somebody mush you in the face?
If somebody mush you in the face, it's different. There's different.
That's what I'm saying. It was justifiable.
Only justifiable reason.
Yeah, that's Toya speaking.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody goes like this to you in the club, that's a waste of your time. All right? If I walked in the club, right, and the place is crowded, take for instance how 426 is. It's a one-way in, one-way out thing. And everybody's like this. And I bump you like that, and I say, my bad, you still want to fight me? That's on you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at that. I mean, it is what it is. If the place is packed, it's packed. All right? Otherwise, go home. That's it.
I mean, the reason the fight broke out was very much justifiable. So I understand the reason.
What happened?
But, man get much in them face.
Why? What was the justifiable reason? Why?
Jealousy.
Jealousy of what? Of what?
Jealousy of the next woman.
You see, that's what I just said.
No.
That's what I just said.
No, you're missing the point.
All right, so let me get the point.
Okay, let's paint the picture.
Paint the picture.
So you and Gabby standing up, right? I come to you and say something I don't like about her, and then I mush you in the face.
Why you don't like about her? That's what I'm saying.
That's my jealousy, I guess.
That's the problem. That's what I said. It's a waste of your time. You're gonna do all of that. Right to defend herself. No, it's always cool to defend yourself, but if you're just gonna come at me because you don't like her or whatever the case may be, you're wasting your time.
And I feel like it's
I'm saying I don't like a lot of people.
Right.
Too bad. Life goes on. I mean, you can't come at me.
Stupid, and no matter how many times we complain about it, talk about it,
And then they wonder why, facilities decide they don't want us in there.
Exactly, because all you're doing is messing that. That's what I'm saying. That's what was my point that I was going to try to get to. You're messing us up with all the facilities that we're using out here, especially the ones that are not really clubs and that's like, halls.
Right.
You're messing us up. So if it's a waste of your time fighting, you're going out there to have fun. You're going out there to meet people. You ain't coming out here to go out there and almost lose your life for no damn reason. It doesn't make sense.
Because discipline the bottles and everything we
have.
Hookah bottles, Hennessy bottles, shit like.
And now you fucking up the hookah person because the hookah man trying to sell his shit and now you throwing the shit around.
Right.
That don't make no sense. Unless you coming in there with your own hookah, destroy your own hookah. Don't destroy.
I can't lie, I was real sad Icy Hookahs wasn't there, but when I heard hookah bottles and thing was thrown, I said, no man, she never did.
See?
It wasn't needed then.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, those little things like that, it's a waste of time, man. Y'all got to think when y'all outside in the clubs or just anywhere in the street, period. You know what I mean? Certain things you fight for, certain things you just be like, I'm gonna give a block. But I mean, I understand if somebody come and just mush you in your face, knock them the fuck out. Period.
Yeah,
and we second that.
Yeah, man.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no getting around
that. But y'all need to seriously stop with all this fighting. Like, y'all are grown folks. This is stuff we tell our kids.
No, I just tell my kids just knock them out. I don't care. I do not care. I mean, it's just being real. And I'm saying, I know you teach, but I'm just being real.
I teach a child,
and I know a lot of parents feel that way. Whoever's parents that's watching, I know y'all feel the same way. You know what I mean? A child hit your child, knock them fuck out. But only if it's justifiable. If it's a waste of your time, tell your teacher, keep it moving.
No, but you're right, because what they do a lot of times is they're suspending both kids, and I'm like, hold the fuck up.
Yeah,
so I've had to tell my students, like, let somebody know before you do it, so we can always defend you and say, well, they came to us and told us what's going on.
They're lucky it wasn't like back in the day. I mean, right now, it could still be different back in the day. When I was going to school, we get a page, it's about to go on. We coming from.
Oh, they still do that.
They still do that.
When I have siblings in the building, you see them come from all over.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all people that was in New York, from Whitman and Erasmus and Wingate and Tilden and all those good schools that I missed. All those good schools I missed, But
yes, definitely shout out to Icy Hookah.
Icy Hookah, that's who's on there right now.
Did they have a better price?
What's up, Bella?
Yeah, man, Bella have better prices than the people that from last night. You're mad.
Well, good that.
And her hookah tea is better.
Well, good that she wasn't there because the hookah would have been.
Yeah, man, that's why I said I was sad at first. No, sir, but look at the price. Let me say that right. That's not Icy Hookah.
Bella don't play neither because Bella's a little girl, but she was quick to jump in somebody's shit. She was quick to jump in somebody's shit. I can only imagine seeing her hookah flying across the road. She'll be flying right back the other side.
From where it came from. Yeah,
like you gonna
pay for my shit tonight.
Right. You messing with people's business and stuff because that is somebody's hookah's business. So you breaking the hookahs and whatever. Come on now. Not only you messing up the club, but you also doing somebody else's business.
You're messing up everybody's business. You know what I mean? So
y'all gotta chill.
Definitely.
So, y'all got to get that correct, people. Please get it correct.
She said, hey.
Okay. Shout out to the whole family, Pick up yourself. You see it.
That's right.
Nah, that's all right.
Stitchy Don said Whitman and Emo.
That's right, Stitchy. I'm saying represent. You know what I'm saying? Represent.
But they did drop a vibrant in the club last
man, big up to
and kind of turn up.
Big up to Dre proper English.
Definitely shout out to him when she doing this thing. I missed the party. I feel bad, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know, y'all gotta understand I do not do weekday parties like that. It's all
right. Don't worry. Me and Toya definitely represented DWC and the whole crew last night.
I appreciate it.
Y'all know I'll be the first one to go home, right? I was there. I was sitting down. I was waiting. I was behaving myself.
I appreciate it, lady.
And then someone said, all right, time to go.
Time to go right before the fight.
Wait. Vibrant was trying out. Then
so Queenie said, you didn't get stuck at the door this time, like,
No.
Okay, we got
Queenie was like, "Toy, I'm ready." So she's leaving. Farah's leaving. I said, "Hey, Gabby, let's go."
She said, "You ready?" I said,
Right
"Yeah,
out.
long time."
And as soon as we stepped outside, apparently our hell broke loose.
That's good. At least it stepped outside.
Literally, as soon as we walked out the door,
that's good.
The fight broke out.
So it wasn't people that do y'all know who it was?
Yeah, man.
Tell me.
No, man.
Tell me, man.
Not alive. Tremaine said.
All right, so.
Don't do that shit. Don't do that.
All right.
I know what he's talking about, y'all.
No.
Tremaine said, as security for these clubs, it's stupid to fight. Sad to say that it's not gonna stop till someone seriously gets killed or seriously hurt.
It doesn't matter if they get seriously killed or hurt because people get seriously killed or hurt every day in the clubs all over the world, and people still do the same shit.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. It all depends on what it is. If it's a waste of time, don't do it. If it's something that you can wait until later, just wait until later. But
and they better be careful waiting until later because I know them folks will shoot.
Well, I mean, the way I think about it like this, right? Don't destroy the people and property for some bullshit because you want to come back. You know what I'm saying? So wait until another time, you know what I'm saying? And make it easy for yourself. It just makes more sense. You know what I mean? Makes more sense. Who's this here?
Smiles.
Pick up yourself, doubt. For real. Definitely look out for Smiles Show. He's going to be coming to DWC. And he's going to be doing, I believe, every day. Smiles, you got to link me anyway, bro. He's supposed to be doing every day. I text
him about that.
Yeah, so it's cool.
You sound like Cameron. People die every day, B.
Yeah, people die every day, B. People die every day, every minute, every second. So it's all good. But it's just the truth, though. I mean, that's not going to stop. It's just that people just gotta, wake up and pay attention to certain things. And I mean, people do all sorts of stupidness for no reason. And like I said, fighting in the club, and you want to come back to the same club, it don't make no sense.
Y'all maybe not want to go.
And then the bad part about it too, right? Check this out, right? In each state, in each country, everywhere, right? There's always a set of people that do a set of parties almost every single day. Mm-hmm. All right? Almost every single day. And it'd be the same people coming, same party every single day. Right? Only 1 or 2 people different. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, oh, I never seen this person. Right. But only 1 or 2 people different, but everybody else is the same people every single day. Right? Why the hell you want to go and match that shit? You know what I'm saying? Right. Because next thing you go out next week, you decide I'm gonna lay off for a while. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a hothead that's like, I ain't gonna forget that shit he did last time he was there. I'm gonna see his ass in the club. I'm gonna see her ass in the club. And the minute you walk in the club, they iron you. And then a few minutes later, they preaching you. A few minutes later after that, you got your ass whipped. Somebody got their ass whipped.
Yeah, somebody.
Somebody got their ass whipped. So it just doesn't make any sense, man. If it's justifiable, it's different. If it's a waste of time, leave that shit alone. Amen. That's how I see it. Amen.
It was a justifiable response. Personally, I would assume too.
Well, like I said, if somebody just come and swing at you, period. Amen. I'm not saying don't kick somebody's ass, but that's kind of justifiable to me anyway. Somebody just coming to swing at you, that's a different story. Right. Amen. If you got arguments with your lady, or you got
that shit at home.
Keep it at home. That's another thing that's a waste of time. Why have that in the public? It doesn't make sense. Keep your private business at home. If you know you want to knock out your mate, keep your private business at home. Real talk. Amen. Because it don't make no sense to bring that into anybody's. You understand me? Yeah. Anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's in the club, in the job, whatever. Keep it at home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And the next day, not later, right next to each other.
That's right. So keep it at home. You know what I mean? I had one person that I know that used to do that shit. I'm like, God damn, dog. Like, y'all gonna have to either get a jail cell or some shit, because this don't make no sense. I mean, every time I seen them, they was fighting. I was like, God damn, yo, I don't know what to do with y'all two. And I just started hanging around them. But I mean,
they ain't gonna change. That's how their relationship.
Yeah, let's keep it at home. It don't make any sense. I mean, try to do better. Who's this here?
A definite shout out to Hookaholics Winter Blast, January 19, 2019 at Gary Event Center. Unlimited hookahs all night.
For real?
Yeah, man.
I get a hookah? Bella? All right, bet.
I do hookahs.
Yeah, man, you don't do life. It's all right.
No, she just doesn't like to do what you want to do. Definitely check us out on YouTube. We are on YouTube now. Yes, it looks crystal clear on YouTube, and you can hear us crystal clearly on YouTube as well. So definitely check out DWC on YouTube. Yes, sir. I mean, so y'all got some guests in the building, right?
Yes.
All right, so what's the guest name there?
You want to introduce your guest?
So our guest is Joel and NR Powell.
All right, so and the guests are gonna be doing what today?
He's an entrepreneur and an artist and a book writer.
All right. So we're gonna be talking to a big entrepreneur, book writer, and artist in the building. No.
He's taking over.
It's all right.
We're gonna be talking to people inside the building.
Yes.
Bella said yes what? I forget what?
Your hookah.
Oh, okay, cool. When is that part again?
January 19th.
I was just doing it as a plug. Don't worry about it. So definitely. So all right, definitely. I'll be out there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's all up to y'all. If y'all want to be our guests right now, I can play some more music. Well, y'all can play some more music
and then.
I feel I'm in a turf moment. Shout out to my doing business signal wherever you're at right now. Definitely look out for the show coming up to Atlanta real soon. Let's go.
Girls on the beach, on vacation up a beach farm. When you see me walking, tell bad minds if you keep calm. Work with the waves and the ocean till the sea calm. I'm a high price and I'm out the tree farm. When you know when I'm on the stop, they check the car, the cheese farm. One of those black man jumping in my chat for cheese farm. When you think you're busy, never know wonder when we speak on. Walking up the feeling when we bring it up to free farm. We know in that case, she's a chatterbox for king farm. When some moves from Jericho bring up minimum what them bring on. Can't track the farm before the gas, the location no keep on. I am probably like Marty Robbins, so me keep on. No for them are baby, so me load them, make them creep on. Some say them no rate me, but the artists with them rate, and me have them artists favorite artists, so me load them.
Yes, sir!
Checks the boat with me, God, with a business with the beef God. Man, I'm vegetarian, mix the green peas with the sweet God. You don't know where my cheap is from, your snakes skin are a cheap down. But make a wrist and fingers, them a freeze on. One person me keep gone, straight girl is from me band. Your girl come check my laps like can't find where the Vicky sleep down. If you dream, dream on. If you sleep, sleep on. Everything you do, it's real, and you can keep the real on. Man, body, so you know the man of the real band. Why we got it? Not she won't stop me. Get them up with the so I can't just quit no damn this. Get you final them now, will not make stuff. Take the thing with Tony in a bed dark. You shoot them and hustle for the food, then them realize man not only live by bread dog. You know, watch yourself when you step a street dog. You know, the so-called friend them where you keep dog. You know, payback is a bitch when you old door. Somewhere else, when you have more, they can't have more door. Peace.
I don't have no volume right now. I need some more volume in this place.
Violate bad man, you must disappear. Real bad man, bust gunshot between my eyes. Anything violence and spice. Boy, violate them, it comes like a bitch. No matter where you come from, me not care. Me know that boy anywhere. Hot that come make a walk, no fool we know.
No, we're doing all right. I'm good.
I mean,
you know what might be connected to internet.
No, trying to practice. Boys call like a bird. See that. Hurry. Gangsters coach the road when I sleep. Worse when shots are bleed.
Those artists inside the door, right?
We are shame them out in the street. Boys, we don't come and name and attack. But we don't when we best get caught. We not fear no boy with them entourage. See them one side and a chat. Watch how them have to run when them done get shot. That's why when it come to war, me alone defend. That. Watch out. No one no control my destiny. Just like Fresh Marina, we take 9 left boy home. Watch them to me when them see me in the street. They don't know which son me a be. Why better call me myself? Cause them not really want to see.
You know, Tony, please.
Yeah, she got me playing around.
You know anyway, in that that's Mr. No can come find me. Welcome back.
I'm gonna look out for Toy the DJ coming up real soon next year.
Bye.
We're in the streets, taking our word. Yeah, even more. I don't want to take up too much time.
If you want me, take out the secret if you want me. Take out the waist straight up if you want me. Then you just wind up the sexy body for me. Girl, me say the coffee sitting as you call me. Bite up your lip and bend over cause you want me. Then you just push one aside, take back left right, go out your body. I don't wanna lose you. Even if you take your me, we take your back. I'm not gonna be over the cause I don't wanna lose you.
So, wrapping out like this here. Okay, so Joe NR Powell. We're definitely inside the building right now. You know what I mean? Greetings, my friend. Assalamu alaikum and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? How you doing tonight, man? That's good. So, I don't want to take over, ladies. I'm going to jump in between. You know, definitely start it off. Whichever one of y'all would like to start off, go ahead. I mean, like I said, I don't want to cut into everything yet. But greetings and welcome to DWC Radio. You know, we we do like to just talk and enjoy ourselves. And so you can be as real as you want. Do not hold back. You know what I mean? As you can see, we're really loud and vulgar people. So don't feel no way about that. You can just be relaxed. It's not a typical radio show because any other radio station you may go to and say, okay, you can't do this, you can't do that. No, you can do whatever you feel. Right here, DWC. All right, if you want to jump up in the air, touch the sky, you can do that. Nobody tell you
just on the jet, please. That's why I said, no, look ahead, please. There's no insurance.
Not at all. All right. So, Gabby in the building. Trying famous in the building.
Empress Nappy.
All right, so.
Thank you.
Her name
Say my name
Empress
again.
Nappy.
All right, so Gabby in the building.
Sir, let me stop answering.
Father Dre's in the building.
So why is it you can be Father Dre?
Because that's what they call it. It's not
They
me.
call it Empress Nappy.
Okay, so EP is in the building.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna let you start. Do what you do. I already prompted you. We got this.
I know.
So,
all right, so can you go ahead and tell our listeners who is Joel NR Powell?
Boy. Well, I have a unique background, because I'm actually a hip-hop artist, but I started my career as a sound system selector and owner. I still have the sound to this day. So it's a real come up. Come from Toronto, Canada. Yeah, and I'm Trinidadian and Jamaican parents. So I learned the game young, came out from my dad being from Jamaica, my mom being from Trinidad. So I'm an entrepreneur. I can sum it up in one word. A full-fledged entrepreneur. I always like to work for myself.
No doubt.
From the young days, from way back when, but yeah, that's me.
In a nutshell.
That's like Jamaica for real.
In a nutshell. I like that, man. I like that. So, how long have you been doing this thing right now?
Well, man, since Columbus put his first boat on the ocean, you know,
time. That's a long time.
When I first started playing music, you know, you couldn't, them stuff wasn't even around.
Yeah, I know, right?
Vinyl was everything.
Yeah, vinyl was everything. Yeah, I miss vinyl, but I just don't miss the weight. That's
why. I still have it to this day. I love it, but why not waste? The weight was so waste. The weight.
You know what I mean? But
I used to push them in shopping carts and them days. Yeah.
I mean, and it's worse to try to bring that on a plane.
Try to bring that on a bus. Run and get the rest of it.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't mean to cut into your show and all this back then.
No, you're good.
So, what was your sound in Jamaica?
No, it's not in Jamaica, it's in Canada.
In Canada?
Yeah. Toronto, Canada. My song, that's what the NR stands for, actually.
I was going to ask, what is this NR?
Yeah, man, Ninja Riders.
Okay.
Ninja Riders, yeah. Ninja Riders song from, yeah. I actually named the song after my favorite dance artist, Ninja Man. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, Ninja Man. I follow Ninja Man since I was a little youth. I'm all the way till right now. Yeah. I got a chance to meet him one time when he came to Canada back in 2008.
Yeah, I think that was his last time touring.
It was last time coming to Canada. Yeah, Ninja had a different story, but yeah. My heart is forever, man. Big up Ninja. Ninja got real.
Yeah.
Front teeth, gun teeth, yeah, man. Gun, for real.
After I seen him, he was cussing people. I was like, I don't stay right over this side.
Sounds about right.
So, come on, go on, man. What y'all look for me for?
Ask me anything about
every question you want. Look here.
What's the layer show?
Oh, the layer show. Okay. The layer show started way back when in 2002. I had my own internet radio show. That was in 2002 on sensemedia.net. Shout out to sensemedia.net. They were the first network online that gave me my chance to have my own radio show back in the day. Yeah? And we actually did one of the first ever internet radio sound clashes too in 2003 on the internet. You know, with them day we clashed was Foundation too. So we clashed Pure World Tune live on the internet. Yeah, those days, man. It was just final.
You know what was funny? We used to be on the phone calls. Now back in the day, they used to do the phone call before all of that internet stuff.
Yeah.
We used to be crashing everybody on the phone.
Yeah.
They had chat rooms.
Yeah, chat room. Yeah.
Chat rooms and everything. Yeah. Crash everybody.
Yeah.
All over the world. All over the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Dropping true.
Yeah, just like that.
Before all this internet stuff came in.
Before the internet got hot, them days was the early days, man. Chat room. Type to our man and fling my true. Yeah.
On the phone. On flip phones.
That was all before my days, so.
Yeah.
Flip phones and house phones.
Yeah, what?
Okay. Yeah, she probably had it, but the thing about it is that she wasn't using it.
Right. No, that's the only one I was allowed to use back then. And that's when I realized the three-way thing and all. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I use a house phone. That's your time before cell phone.
Cool. So you're a writer too. I hear you're a writer.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what do you write? I didn't get a chance to check it out yet. I know if they got a chance to see it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like one of the viewers too. So
okay. Okay, I'll tell you this. See, sound system is I'll put it to you straight up and down. Those are not familiar with the sound system culture, I'll tell you guys in a nutshell what sound system is really about. You really love it. It is a rich man's hobby and a poor man's dream. You know, that's a sound system culture because it's fun. You know, you have a lot of fun doing it, but some man don't get money. Yeah?
Right.
Some man don't get paid no basis of money.
These days is another story.
You know what I'm saying? Some man. The European songs get paid money. Let's put that one out there.
Right.
But the Jamaican songs don't make a lot of money. And yeah, that's just the way the game has been since day one. You have the Radigans and the Mighty Crowns, they make big money. So the Trooper and the Matcha and those guys, it's like this up and down. Because the sound system is more out of love. And you have to love it to do it. Especially when I came up in the game, You had to buy records to do everything. So you spend on one song on record was like $3-4 back in the day, on 45. Then you want an album that's $10. And you want a double album that's about $20. Yeah. And if you buy hip hop, no, that was I wouldn't have bargained by itself.
Yeah.
You know, it was
singles is always like $5.
Yeah. In Canada, a single was like $15. I had to go to New York to Beach Street Records.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, but they're cheap.
That's why I got all my little mixes.
Yeah, that little mix thing and that. But as I grew with that, I learned that if I want to do this entertainment thing as a career, you have to kind of diversify your portfolio. Because if you stay off of the song team, you turn into a hobby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I decided. So I
very expensive hobby too.
Yeah. Turntable, amplifier, equalizer, all them stuff ain't cheap. And if you're clashing now, you have to cut a double plate. I was like, oh boy, that's
and I ain't gonna lie, you got charged.
You know, double plate is not cheap. You know, so I diversified myself and decided to take my career to another level. I started writing.
Okay, cool.
And the community I grew up in Toronto was getting violent. And I used to keep the most parties in my neighborhood. So I wrote a book called Black Empowerment and Minority Issues. It was basically like a guideline to help the youth to get away from the violence and crime. Because music became my outlet. Because I was caught up into all the things with people around me, but the music got me away from it. It was like a steer. My dad used to tell me, say that as long as I could keep doing it, as long as I stayed out of trouble. Yeah. That was the deal me and him made. You can do it, stay out of trouble. I was like, all right, cool. So I just kept doing it. And he would used to buy me my little records and take me to buy speakers and say because I was keeping me out of trouble. So when I realized I had that kind of influence, I was like, yo, I have to pass this knowledge on and show the youth them say this is what it is.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man, because it was something that at the time I saw the business was taking a different turn. Like I don't know what down here when Toronto was getting violent. You couldn't keep our dance.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know nothing about that.
You couldn't keep our party. Every party was getting shut up. All the black businesses were getting shut down. Police wouldn't give you a permit to keep our party anymore. And now they saw sound systems on the floor, reggae music. Nah. So I had to kind of let's street in another direction, And and last year I went back to sound system on a level. I went back into clashing again and won me a trophy. I want to see if I still had it.
Where?
In Toronto, yeah, man. A big festival called Jamaica Day. Freddie McGregor was there that day, and who else was there? Freddie McGregor, oh man, a bunch of artists were that day. Yeah, I clashed that day. The same man said me, see if I still have it, and I did have it. I won my trophy.
No doubt.
But I did that in my community again too. I want to show you them say, yeah, man, never lost a touch. But I want to show them say, yo, you can do different things and still get back into that.
I mean, that's a good thing to do. You know what I mean? At least, especially to be able to show them. You know what I'm saying? Especially the youths of today.
Yeah.
That, you can be as bad as you want, but you can also do something different.
Yeah, my gangster was in business.
Yeah.
I just bought my gangster media when it came to business because I realized that's when my badness was.
That's good.
Figuring out things and flipping an idea. And that was my bad, because I wasn't no gangster in the streets. So, my mom would have whooped my ass, man. My mom wasn't playing around with a not even until my mom was like, mom gave me my warning, boy, police knock her door. What's going to happen to me? And if I go to that station, don't call her.
Yeah.
I heard all about it. My dad said,
I tell my kids the same thing. Don't call me.
No, it works.
You'll be sitting in jail.
Yeah, my mom told me, they pick you up on the street. Don't call my phone. Don't get into my house.
You know what's funny? I've been in and out several different times. And I believe my mother did leave me one time.
Did you stop after that?
I tried to.
You're like, damn, she really left me in here. It's serious.
It's not easy.
Especially my boys. I tell them, I said, yes, we already know what, the streets have.
Yeah.
You ain't no street kid. So if you want to go follow these damn fools, don't call me.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
do not call me.
I tell kids all the time, if you ain't about them streets, just allow it.
Yeah.
It's a
it's not for
track.
everybody.
I know, man. I grew up and I see enough, man. Virgins of mine, like, boy, couldn't get out of it. It was a rap, Been to too much. I've been all the time in 1 year. I was going to more funeral and birthday parties.
Yeah.
Every minute I turn, a next man, a next youth, this and that, and it was never it was never something that it caught you off guard. It's like almost we knew.
Right.
But when it happened, everybody had to surprise. Oh boy! But it was like in our heart, everyone was like, "Man, this is gonna happen.
Right.
This youth,
You never know when.
You never know when."
Right.
So you have to. I encourage all the youth to say, "Listen, man. My dad is something to learn our trade, and master our technique and stay away from the trouble because it's not worth it."
Yeah.
It's
A lot
really
of the schools these days do not offer trade. What do you think about that?
No, and the reason the schools don't offer trade because 9 to 5 work has always been the angle. The schools work directly with the corporations. So they pitch that angle to them. They all work together, schools and the corporation. So a youth has to actually discover his passion. Who is from like how you're telling your boys that what to stay away from. You have to keep encouraging them to pursue that angle.
Oh, my kids do. Trust me. When you go to high school, everybody got to pick a pathway.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, one is culinary arts, the other one is doing technology. We don't play them games. But the reason why I asked is like you just mentioned. You were saying they need to learn a trade and whatever, but a lot of schools do not offer it, and they don't understand. Like you said, it keeps them out of trouble.
Yeah. Because when a child's working their passion,
their passion,
they're not like you get caught up there.
Yeah.
Trust me, because when I was pushing music, my brain did not even think about even going outside. I was in the basement sorting through records and the speakers because my brain was like, this is fun.
That's what I like, right?
I love this. But when you program a child to say, okay, go to school, and when you finish this program, I'll go get this job. And for example, I used to get job interviews, honestly, because of my name. Like people said, because my name sounded white.
Like I had to say it in my head. I'm like,
my name sounds white because I would be in the office waiting for a person to come on and go, Joel Powell.
And then they're
looking around. I'm sitting right there looking
around.
Joel, like this, looking around. I'm sitting right there, and like looking around. Joel, looking for a white guy.
Yeah.
But I open my head. Oh, you're in the okay. Then it's like the vibe kind of changed.
Yeah.
The vibe changed. You can see the difference in their face.
That's why I feel a lot of parents set their kids up these days with them Shaquini and all them extra stuff.
Listen.
They know you coming through the door. They're like, I know who's coming.
It's true because I witnessed. I was involved in hiring processes before in corporations, and I seen what they do. There are certain names.
Yeah, look at them.
We ain't hiring Shaquanda. Put that over there.
Right.
And then they pick up Timmy. That's they
structure. And then they see Timmy, and then they be like, "Ooh, Timmy look kind of rough
on the edge." Right.
We might have needed to hire Shaquanda.
It's very true. They set their kids up.
They classify you as something that you're not before you even get in the door. So you try to, you have to make sure you show your children from up front. Now listen, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Explain to them the importance of truth. And this, the next thing I try to tell people is this: see this whole one day they're this, and one day they're that, and one day they're the next. Nah.
Yeah.
I was told pick one.
That's right. That's right.
It's serious because you can put everything into it. You focus and you grow with it.
Exactly.
I love the pathways that they offer now.
Yeah.
The schools do pathway. Once you get in 9th grade, you can pick a trade basically.
For real?
And you do one every single year. And by the time you graduate with some form of certificate.
Appreciate it. I need to find that out.
Yeah. and my son had to do culinary arts. And he was like, Mom, I don't want to do them. I said, I'll be damn. You're going to finish this.
You did early childhood?
That's good.
I've been hearing about that. What is this early childhood?
Early childhood education is basically your teachers.
It allows you to work in daycares and lower grades.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a real cool job for boys.
I
know a lot of boys are doing it. Don't get me wrong, I know boys are doing it, but I heard about it. One of my sons told me about it. I was like, child, I said, what? But then I was like, you know what? You sort of take care of the ones that's inside the house when you're not playing games. So, yeah, that might be all right for you. So.
And it encourages them to later become certified male teachers because we don't have a lot of male teachers. And I feel that's another reason why society tends to go down. Because you tend to have more female teachers and they looking like, oh, that's just mom. Like literally that's just mom and auntie and they keep moving. When they see a male teacher, they're like, oh, he tripping. He every name in the book. And I'm like, I need him down my hall.
And they a lot
listen more to them.
A lot of the male teachers, well, not a lot of them, some of them are kind of stern. A lot of the short teachers have, short person.
What you trying to say?
No, you'll see like,
I know I got the Napoleon syndrome, okay? I know
So they're kind of stern. I mean, everybody in between is like, oh, I don't know what to do. No. Can't do it all.
Yeah, coming out. I only had one male teacher all the way up until the 5th grade. If I had one male teacher, and after that, it was always women. And that affected me a lot because when I decided to do an internship, right, I was dealing with the guidance coming from school, and she had no idea about the music industry. She knew nothing, and then they had to find out she had a male teacher to figure it out and tell her what I was trying to explain to her about it. Because he understood that he was actually a guitar player as a hobby, so he was like, "Oh, I know what he's talking about. He wants to learn about the music industry," and then he stepped in and helped me out because she was the guidance coach, but she didn't know anything about that. So it's like it's funny. Like, you need to have that balance, especially female, because when you deal with boys will choose paths that a lot of times women don't expect me to understand. So when
I used to get offended with that, but I don't anymore. Because someone made a statement that when boys are raised with single homes with moms, they tend to either become gay or they tend to be too soft or whatever. And I used to get mad, and I'm like, no. And my kids are not soft, but I've seen it firsthand. I'm like, you live at home with your mom. They're like, yeah. So whenever anyone comes to deal with my boys, I have a tendency to tell a male or female they gotta be just like me, or don't send them to my house.
That's true. Or
because when they spoil them, they gotta come home to me, and I'll beat the shit out of them.
No, for real. They will keep that standard going right across the board. For real, that's true.
Well, you're right. It's funny. I was the only one in my house. I wasn't the only child. I got other brothers and sisters, but I was the only one in my house, but I just didn't want to be home.
And it's a good and a bad thing, but if you'd have stayed home, you'd have probably act real girly or real passive. But because you were always out,
I was out.
You're like, shit, I'm always that's why you're so mad.
I couldn't do the home thing. And then I was working from young. I was working from like 8. You know what I mean?
That's against the law.
No, it's not. Not unless it's only against the law unless the law decides to tell you that. Unless you allow that. But if you
technically against the law.
If you allow that.
Now, if you're working for your parents or
it's not against the law.
Right.
It all depends on what you're doing. It all depends on what you're doing.
Real.
But it is. Even when I used to have my locks, I used to keep it up in the turban, and I used to have a long beard. And the minute I walk into any building, everything stopped. And I used to be like, "Yo, what? Like y'all acting like you never seen a person with locks. Move, yo, move." Like I used to get that all the time, yo. If I go to job interviews. And they'll be like, all right, like I had one guy told me, I would hire you, but you got to cut your hair. I'm like, what? No. That's the perception that they're looking at. Like, especially if you're on the front line of certain stores, they're like, I can't have this particular person. But to me, you can still have your locks. It's how you carry yourself and how you present yourself. It pissed me off because it was on the phone. So what would I was going to be? They're like, what? I'll be sitting on the phone talking to people. Like
it's an automatic assumption of their demeanor. It's an automatic assumption of their demeanor because of their looks. Do you get that sometimes?
Oh, yeah. I got that even before I had the locks. When I had braids. I was working at a car rental company, and my boss came to me one day and she's like, "Hey, can I speak to you?" And I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, "Oh, well, what's with the hair?" I said, "Nothing, just braids." She's like, "Oh, you
don't have a problem.
You gonna keep that going?"
Yeah, I was like, "What kind of stupid question is that?"
She came up, she's like, "Oh, because you're a manager and you're at the front and people see you all the time." So, I told her, I said, "Listen, you know what? I'll go in the back if you want me to. I ain't cut my hair." Exactly. And then she reported it. And then two I ended up having to leave that job. I wasn't gonna do this.
I do tell my son that because I have one. He's biracial, but he likes to grow his hair and wear the braids. And I'm like, dude, whose job are you going to with that? Because I'm not hiring. It depends on what you're doing for me. I'm gonna tell you if I'm gonna let you work or not. Because especially if you're a front face, people tend to make assumptions.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm like, I need you to be presentable at all times. You know, that's how I teach my boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they're already looking at you. I don't care what shade you are.
Yeah.
They're gonna say you still black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna leave.
Right. So I need you to be presentable at all times. They came out my truck one day and I see somebody pants sagging. I yelled out the window, "Oh hell no, fix that." They're like, "Mom, I was about to." I said, "Well, walk through that front door."
I don't like that either.
I never even when it was the lick, I didn't like the inside. That era didn't have to work off too well. Yeah. That wasn't one of those styles I like to follow. Even though most parents didn't like it, I didn't like it. Man. That era when your parents, I don't want to see no next man's brief, man. Nah.
I don't want you.
I think it's so inappropriate, but a lot of parents actually encourage their kids with that. Because they feel like you're more male when you do that. And I feel it's so stupid.
Not until they go to prison. Then
right. Then they'll understand, like, technically, you're telling them like you like it, you know.
When they're in prison, it's a different story.
Right. When they don't understand that, they're like, what you want him to do? His pants supposed to be tight?
Nah.
It's supposed to be on his waist.
It's on his waist. It's going to be tight.
You know,
A nice belt to keep it in your
Exactly.
That's right.
Dropping all the way down to here now.
So
it's a new society.
It's the new society, for real. I mean, this is the age of destruction.
It's the real truth, because even the kids, their demeanors, how they talk to adults, how they talk to their own parents, all that has changed.
Yeah.
You know, I heard one kid call another.
Shout out to my white people on the other side of live.
I was like, "What'd you just call him?"
I see they do it all the time.
Call him that?
No, my people on live me, I'll be seeing white folks. Shout out to all my white folks over there.
You stupid.
Man, they doing their thing. They doing their thing. So I don't say, okay, you're doing music, right? Yes. So what music are you doing?
You said more hip hop.
More hip hop.
Yeah. You know, I'm a huge NWA fan.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Easy. You know, man. Like, I used to have my Jerry curl back in the day too. Jerry curl, heavy, my rollers. That was deep. My curl activated my back. That hairstyle costs a lot.
That's a lot of money, yo.
That's a man. So empty a bottle of that out.
Oh wow.
You know, and I got into hip hop because reggae music. You know, we are reggae artists. I used to write songs for reggae artists and give it to my brethren them to go say it. But when it came down to me saying it, because I had my accent go between Trinidad and Jamaica. Mm-hmm. I used to imitate my mom and imitate my dad in the house for fun. Mm-hmm. With my sisters and me laugh. So when I try to spit the reggae lyrics, I always sounded like
got the gibberish.
It didn't turn the key over and up in Jamaica. So I rewrote a lot of my material and turned it into hip hop.
Okay.
Because basically, that's what the podcast.
That's where you were raised.
I'm a born Canadian, but I love the Caribbean culture. But I said, no, I'm not going to represent something that I know is not in a song right. Just because of right. So I'm going to do it the right way, and I started doing hip hop.
No doubt.
You know, and I flipped it, and that's what my my book. What I did with that was I made the soundtrack for the book, which is that's EP called 7-issue EP. Where I did a song for each chapter in the book. So I talk about the book talks about family, entrepreneurship, faith, health, finance, relationships.
And I think we have
we have two of them.
Yeah.
We have two of you.
Which two you have?
We have Family Ties and Away from Heart.
Okay, yeah.
Let's hear Family Ties.
Family Ties. Yeah, okay.
Turn up right there. Turn up right there.
Tired of fucking cause we don't listen. Inside our homes, the love is missing. We keep fighting just to get our way. And everything is a game that we try to play. Tired of fucking cause we don't listen. Inside our homes, the love is missing. We keep fighting just to get our way.
I know sound right now from Joe Powell. Let's go.
Families torn, welcome to this real life. Miscommunicate all day, no real ties. Don't understand why we fight, but igniting violence inside the home. They find it somewhat exciting explanations. I find I give them way too often. The notion of my soul is I'm going to end up in the coffin. So anyhow, let me borrow your ear as I ventilate these words of my mind without fear.
I like how it sounds. I like outside already, man. Joe Powell inside the building right now. It's the NR representing. First time played on DWC Radio. I'll rock this shit for you, dog.
Inside our homes, the love is missing. We keep fighting just to get our way. And then the day, it's the game that we try to play. A family's torn, welcome to this real life. Miscommunicate all day, no real ties. Don't understand why we fighting, but igniting violence. Inside the home, they find somewhat exciting explanations. I find I give them way too often. The notion of my soul is I'm gonna end up in the coffin. So anyhow, let me borrow your ear as I ventilate these words in my mind without fear. Reappear as I speak out. When everybody in my house got a big mouth, within the neighbors know exactly what's the whole show, what's going on in my life behind closed doors. I speak on it. Family ties are broken because we don't listen. Inside our homes, the love is missing. We keep fighting just to get our way. And at the day is the game that we try to play. Family ties are broken because we don't listen. Inside our homes, the love is missing. We keep fighting just to get our way.
And I know a lot of y'all artists that been on this song, they have this song out there for a long time. And then decide all of a sudden, you know what, this is going to be the best time to drop it right now. Boom.
I remember that song in 2016.
See? 2016. And you now, so now you really try to push it out there to get everybody to feel it out.
Well, I was pushing it in Canada first. When I came down here in April. I've been doing a book tour basically since April. All the way to now, like non-stop.
So how is the vibe in Canada right now to your music, to your book and everything?
Canada doesn't have a black market. Yeah. So that was always the people in Canada are more there's no hip hop culture in Canada.
You know? I mean there's no hip hop culture in Canada.
So there is.
What are you talking about?
You can't make
hip hop out there,
you can't make a living as a rap artist in Canada.
No, you got no. You can only do that out here in Atlanta.
Where you going? It's like it's a hobby. Like every rapper in Toronto is a rapper. It's a hobby. You know, they do it for the sake of doing it. So you want, like I said, you want to be in the entertainment industry. You got to diversify your portfolio and get out of it. And get out of Canada. It's a nice place to live, but it's not a nice place to go.
Yeah, man. Y'all got free healthcare, man. That's the
Okay.
D-Will and Capno, who was the winner.
Man, Capno, Virgin, man.
Really?
Big up Capno, man. 29 Queen Africa lock road right now, man.
Yes. Someone do a say no way as well. All right.
I mean, y'all got your biggest artist right now that left Canada was Drake, right?
Yeah.
Before him it was what, Cardinal.
Yeah.
And then with somebody else before that too.
Maestro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mishimi.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like we got like 4.
Yeah.
And then things get kind of we had chaos, you know.
Chaos, yes, I know about chaos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, the vibe was I mean, y'all got y'all people that represent, but I know y'all got other people that go out there and represent too. Because I see y'all, I mean, you're saying that, right? I see y'all got a lot of battle rappers out there. Y'all got a lot of battle rappers in Canada.
Salute, brother. Big strength, brother.
For real. Because I know that, because obviously, what is it? I forgot their goddamn name now, but I follow them too. But y'all got some battle rappers. Y'all got
the King of the Dot.
King of the Dot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Organic and those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a chance to meet them last year.
Yeah, man, that's good. Yeah. You know, but brother, it's not a market to make that down.
Not a market to make money.
Everybody, man, all the names that you said, they've said that publicly.
Yeah.
They said it's famous day like this. No, not here. You have to hit the road. And I had to realize that the hard way too, because you're making money, but you're not making money.
Yeah.
You're
making a little piece of it.
Yeah, you're making
big set.
Yeah, you're like, that's why you're like, okay, really?
Yeah.
This can't. You know, so yeah, to make a move and decide to say take a leap of faith. You know,
so how you like it being out of Canada now? How you like being out here in ATL?
Wonderful, wonderful.
How's the vibe that the people are giving you?
Incredible. I have no complaints. You know, the thing is that like these songs I recorded 2 years ago, and the people are playing them down here now, and they come back to me and say, "Oh, they think it's brand new," and they really love it. And my book, like, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see pictures and.
That's why I asked you.
Yeah, I have a film. It's a book, film, and soundtrack, 3-part package, and it's amazing that this work is getting this type of recognition. And like you know, the Bible says, "A man never keep his homeland." So it's just one of those things that has to happen. Whether you like it or not, you don't have much choice.
True.
You know, if you really want to make it into the entertainment world, it's the United States of America. It's just one of the things that you.
It's one of those things that you gotta accept. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's one of those things you have to accept. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta come way out here to farm. Yeah, and do what you gotta do to this.
Even reggae artists, you know, I've talked to over the years that I've met, have told me it's that you're in the wrong place. Man.
Yeah.
More like Canada, and I'm like, man, I knew they're, you know, some of the best of them I've met, and they said to me, you're in the wrong place, man.
Yeah.
1990 year, because they even told me when they came to Canada, but in the 80s, it was the same way.
Yeah, same vibe all the time.
They said, nah, man, you.
No change.
You know, so here
I know Atlanta is the tip of America right now. Hollywood is in Atlanta now.
Yeah.
Hip hop is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Reggae music is building itself in Atlanta now differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because before this place used to be like the last place to get to. Now it's the first place to get everything.
It's funny because a friend of mine in Canada, you know, she told me out of nowhere, she's like, you know, why don't you go to Atlanta? And I was like, Atlanta?
Yeah.
At the time she told me, like 4 years ago, I was like, Atlanta? I was like, man, let's go to California with this. And then she's like, no, Atlanta. And she told me, I was like, you know what? Yeah, man, it just resonated with that, and I said, yo, take a leap of faith, and you know, here I am.
I mean, Cali doing their thing, but it's not. Even the ones in Cali are still coming to Atlanta.
Yeah, I know people recently tell me, say, yo, they're leaving Cali to come to Atlanta.
Yeah, a lot of people is coming.
They're like, boy, you know, this is not turning the key over, so they're on this side of the fence.
Yeah.
Pause that, because that's all you hear.
I'm too loud on that side. It's okay. I got you. Amen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know that that's how it is right now. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to know how the vibe was. If it's different since being down here.
It is, brother. It is, man. I'm grateful. I'm humble and I'm grateful at the same time, because, you know, in life, if you don't take a chance on yourself, you never know.
Mm-hmm. So
you can't. I don't live off of regrets. I take a chance and see what I want.
Leap of faith. Yeah.
You know, my dad always told me that, you know, in life, you have to just put yourself in a position to be the best.
Yeah.
So if you're in a place where you don't see that happening, you have to go where it is.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
So you know, do what I have to do, man. You know, every me come here can walk on, you know. So yeah, just do what you have to do. That's it. Do what you have to do. Talk it up and do what you have to do. You can't complain. Do what you have to do. That's it. You know, I grew up on a no excuse lifestyle. You know, do what you have to do. Make a move.
Yeah, definitely. Where they can get your book at?
Man, right now we're working on the dates for my 2019 tour dates right now. But if you really want to get it now, you can go on my website, www.joelnrpowell.com. And it's available right now in Medu Bookstore in Greenbrier Mall. And it's available at Book Boutique in the Stonecrest Mall in Lithonia.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, it's up in there.
You already made a mark.
One step.
Yeah, that's right up the road from here.
Yeah, well, you go buy the inventory. You go buy the inventory tonight.
Sure, I'm still over there right now.
That's why he was bringing us the book.
Don't sleep.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Yeah, to buy it out.
Don't sleep.
That's good. That's good. And now, and the music, the same place?
No, the music's actually on. You can actually stream the music for free on Spotify Rhapsody, now iTunes, Apple Music. You know, it's on there. You can stream it on there. But just search Joel NR Powell and you'll see all the songs. I have a song on there I did with Eazy-E's son.
Yeah, I know he's doing music right now too.
Yeah. We have a song. We have an anti-police track on that. You know.
Is it This in the Police?
Yeah.
This in the Police?
Yeah.
You gotta send that to me, huh?
Yeah. rough. I
gotta send that to me.
Yeah.
Real. I mean, that's cool. I mean, you know, to make that jump and that leap to come out here and do your thing, I feel like I took over your show, my bad.
We just came to support it. You took it over. I still support it, Gabby. I got your back, baby.
I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
This is a balanced room.
Breaking off.
I love you guys, man. I love you.
Stop breaking up. Okay, now, how much music you think you have made since you started? When did you first actually start music? Like when you started to actually start writing and doing your own music?
As an artist?
Yeah.
Well, I never took it seriously until about 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah, when I decided I'm really going to put out my own music. I was always writing, and I didn't release anything.
Oh.
I was always writing. I never released anything because I had the book. I wanted to find another way to reach a younger demographic.
Yeah.
So I wanted to connect the book with the music, and I had the film and the book. Actually, two of them. And I was doing documentary. I was doing screenings all over Toronto with it. But then I was like, I kept seeing an older audience in front of me.
Yeah, and now you need to
older audience. And I was like, no. But then I was like, okay, we go back to the lab so I can come up with, and I came with the soundtrack. And then the younger generation started saying, yo.
Yeah, because that's good because you're able to.
They started hitting me up every minute. And it was like a whirlwind. I went on tour in Canada with Tech 9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I went on tour. I did a couple shows with Jada Kiss.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's just off of the strength of me just trying to just putting the music out there.
Oh, that's good.
So the music is helping me to reach the younger demographic because it's the same message.
Yeah.
Just in music.
Just in music.
You know, just in music. Because like the kids of today have a shorter attention span. Like,
and they want to hear. They'll listen to the music more than they'll read a book.
Yeah, it's that's what it is.
That's what it is.
You know, I try. I know I'm getting them to kind of lean in the book a little bit, but they always sway to the music because the music is like quick and easy.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, some kids is gonna go to it because they probably do like to read a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So some kids will go and say, "Well, I heard the song. I want to check out the book."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like if you see a movie, you be like, "Oh, this movie is based off this book," and you be like, "Oh, okay, I gotta read this book because that movie ain't gonna tell you everything."
That's how I really think growing up.
Yeah, the movie ain't gonna tell you.
Back in the day, everything was a movie and a soundtrack. So I always had that concept in my brain.
Yeah.
Everything was a movie and that wicked soundtrack. So I was like, yo, bring back that era, man. Soundtrack, please, man.
Yeah, that's a good thing, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing, The youths need to know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The youths need to know. How many songs you got out right now?
Was there some 7 tunes?
7 songs?
Yeah, man, the 7 tunes I bubble on that. The 7 songs for the soundtrack. But I got songs, man. I got songs, but I just never released it. But I have tunes.
Well, let's know when you will start releasing them. If you forget where you came to, we're gonna be mad. I'm gonna send an email to your ass and say, listen, dog. So make sure we get a track so we can hear how it goes.
Yeah, man, of course.
Get them the next song, let them hear the next track. And then take it from there again. Let's go. Introduce the next track.
Away from Harm, Joel NR Powell.
I'll be right back.
Is this the one that has the video?
A lot of us wanna give up on our hopes and dreams when things ain't working as it should, not what it seems. Philippians 4 verse 13. I can do all things cause he strengthens me. You see, God's in charge of your destiny, and he loves you so much unconditionally. It's the feeling that we get, blood runs through your veins. It's God working hard so you can sustain. He maintains, provides, and keeps up the roof. Keeps you away from the lies so you can hear truth. Worship the Lord with his beautiful ways as you praise his holy name for these beautiful days.
It's definitely young. I'm like, really in
I've been there. It's all part of you and the way you live. I brought the soul, hence I tell the whole story. When you look to the sky, feel a smile and laugh. Worship the Lord with his beautiful ways as you praise his holy name for these beautiful days.
Yeah. And you don't necessarily think about that.
I look at it from the moral point of view.
Right, and that's morally I'm not
You the Canada over?
what, about a year ago?
Okay.
Because even Carrie was 107.
Okay, months. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. 105.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know Wiz?
Yeah.
That's why bona fide DJ Wiz. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Like we all over here on another conversation, she's looking like. Yeah, I only go to Canada when it's not cold.
Well, you see, don't go out.
No. When I go, it's not that cold. It is not that cold when I go. When we go like November and something, I tell my mother I'm 1 day or 2 days and I'm out of here. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's cool. It's easy. Yeah, man.
I said I'll go in August. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's a little cool.
June, July, you're
I want to go to the party in August. That's all you.
Oh, Carabana.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I want to go.
Everybody always try to get me to take it. But like, Toya, when you going back, so I can go with you for that. And I'm just like, I just go spontaneously. I can't tell you when. I just pick up and leave.
Yeah, we know.
I do
we
a
know.
lot.
We know.
I'm sorry.
Toya, where are you? Oh, I'm on the plane.
I do. Y'all don't understand. I'll get a phone call a week before. I'm like, so you want to go to social? Okay, I'll be there. And I just leave. Don't judge.
Nobody.
Don't judge.
Yeah, everybody have to live them life, you know?
True.
Yes. That last song, Guide Me, Tell me about that track.
Oh,
and that's the one with the video.
Yeah, the last song he played before that, Family Ties. I have a music video for that that's coming out. I'm sitting on the video for a long time. I've been working on some other stuff, but I'm looking to release it next month. Away from Harm is actually based on a true story. Yeah, that video. If you watch the video, the beginning of it tells you a bit about why I wrote the song. Yeah, you know, I was a victim of robbery, and I almost lost my life. And I didn't do anything to anybody, but it was a random attack. But I remember while it was happening, I said a prayer to myself, and I asked God if He gets me out of this, you know, boy, I'm gonna do something great with my life, because you're in a situation where it's just you alone and a bunch of people surrounding you. So my brain was like, I gotta get out of this. What do I do? And I didn't use no violence. I used prayer, and for some reason, it just let me go. And my life from that day, I just learned to to value my life even more. So when I did that music video, we reenacted the scene. You know, it's a reenactment of exactly what happened. Right. At the exact same place. Yeah, I went right back to the same
part
place.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I went right back to the same place where that happened, and we reenacted the whole thing step by step. I was there telling everybody, stand right here, go right here, walk right here, and exactly as it was. That video is directly exactly how it went down. You know what I'm saying? So I like to share things when I do art that's real. So not a story making up like that. Really happened.
You've lived it, makes a difference. And you tend to feel it in the music when it's real.
Yeah. You know, I want to make people know that this happened. You know, it happened. I can laugh, no, but it happened. You know, it happened 18 years ago. Yeah. It happened 2001. I remember the date, time, everything. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
I'd be so frozen in time.
Yeah, man, you know, so it's like, but when I did that video, my brother was like, you should want to go back there. I said, yeah, man, go ahead and do that. We'll film it. We just reenacted the whole entire scene. We actually had more in it, but then when we chopped up in the edit, I said, okay, let's use that part. You know, but
it speaks volume, and it tells, you know, especially the younger generation that you've been trying to reach, to just have faith.
Yeah.
And, you know, the violence thing, it gotta stop.
No.
Like, it seriously has to stop. It's gotten ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. But actually, just recently, Toronto has had 95 homicides. You know, it's almost 100.
Look, let's not count the ones here.
You know what I'm saying? Boy, and I see like Toronto, that's way too much.
Right.
You know, to see that 95, the year's not even done yet, and 95 homicides. This broke our record. The last time Toronto had this much shootings was in 1991. You know, so it's like, since I've been away, I've been seeing the cities getting so, you know, because in a nutshell, there's no outlets. A lot of the youth.
It's everywhere. It's not just there. And I do agree with the no outlet.
Yeah.
I honestly agree. I have young kids, I want to say 11, 12, telling me they're in gangs, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, why are you in a gang? Oh, because I can go get this clothes. I can, you know, their family. I'm like, well, what happened to your family at home? You know?
Yeah.
So that outlet is major. Yeah. What about that other track, Family Ties?
Family Ties. You know, everybody. When I wrote that, the lyrics in it, if you listen to every word of it, it's again true story. You know, there's some stuff in that song that I should have never said, but I said it same with it. Like, you know, a line my mom told me one time in an argument that she'll never sacrifice to see a smile on my face. You know, and it was a deep argument me and her had, and she said that line to me and it stuck in my brain. So, you know, I put it out there because me and her to this day that we never been able to overcome that. You know, so it was like that was like my therapy to talk about it like that. You know, because it made me even stronger. You know, because I never disrespected her. You know, I just held my own that, you know what, I gotta just handle myself as a man and just do what I have to do.
The day my child feels he can stand up and be a man to me, I throw his ass down some steps. Nah, but I try to tell them regardless, not that we're always right, but it's how you approach certain things and how you respond. Because people take things a little bit different.
Exactly.
You know, even as adults, you and I may be having a conversation. You've had the experience. You say something to somebody, and they're like, "What the hell you just said to me?"
Yeah.
And you didn't necessarily mean it that way, but that's the perception that was, you know, given.
Exactly.
So that's why I tell them, you better think before you say anything to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the family ties, I really like that one. I feel like so much homes are broken. Like you said, there's a lot of broken homes.
Yeah.
I had to exaggerate on that one. But there's a lot of broken homes. There's so much going on. And the end product are out there doing all these crimes.
Yeah.
And they don't even realize that's what they're doing to their kids.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, you're worried about this man or this woman or whatever, but you fail to understand the effect, the longer effect of what you're doing.
Because the children don't listen to what you say, they listen to what you do. And I became who I am because of that. I saw my dad with the music, and that drew me into it because he made it look so cool. And he always told me one day when I was always saying, imagine if I was selling drugs in front of you, what you would have picked up. So he said to me that he's glad that I picked up that. Because he said that he never knew that I was falling in love with it like that. But I used to look at him and be like, man, it's like admiring.
And it's true.
What he was doing. Because but I made everything look cool. He had his sunglasses on and he playing the music and it was fun. And I used to imitate it in my own little way, and it stuck with me to who I am today. So a lot of times children, they're going to imitate what you do before they listen to what you're saying. So you have to lead by example, by literally doing the right thing. Not just telling them, and then they're going to corner do something different. You got to show them and watch that, and then they'll follow your footsteps through your actions quicker than your words.
Your whole do as I say, not as I do type of thing. Yeah, it don't work.
Well, let me tell you, in my house, you better do what the hell I say. But occasionally they do try, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell did I just tell you? Don't try me, because I'll pop off real quick. I've had teachers say, do I need to call Sasha? And they're like, no, I'm good. I'm glad you understand that. You know what I'm saying? Occasionally they do try to, because my oldest, he had no rhythm. I swear to you, none whatsoever. I said, that's that midnight side. And one day he just come in there singing some reggae song and dancing. I'm like, what the hell? And I guess he's been listening to it because of everything that we do. I have always done radio. I've dealt with different artists, and he's just listening and carrying on. And I never knew that. Yeah. So when he popped out dancing, and I said, well, where'd you get that from? But it was interesting to see that. That you were actually paying attention. My daughter does too, because she'll say something like, oh, I'm so famous daughter. And I'm just like, girl, I'm going to sit down somewhere, But they do pay attention. Yeah. They really do.
That's good. See, can you lead by example? See, positive energy is the positivity right across the board. And enforcing that too. You're keeping it real. You're not trying to be no friend, you're being the parent. And that's critical and important that you keep that up. So kudos to you for doing that. Need some more parents that to keep doing
I try.
For real. Some parents soft out the teams, parents have to wise up, and that's keep up that mentality.
There was a video I watched that I'll tell you about the video and tell me what you think. The guy was like, I love being raised by Caribbean parents. But for some reason, when you grow up, these Caribbean parents just get soft.
Oh, I saw that video before.
Because the grandkids, they're like, oh, it's so like that. Wait, weren't you yelling at me growing up? And it's true, because even sometimes I get older, they be yelling at my niece, and I'm like, don't talk to her like that. And they're like, oh, mom.
But you yell at me for doing the same
thing. Man, we call it the double standard. Nobody debates that part. Because my grandmother do it all the time. My grandmother is a rough up my mother all the time. But then my mom roughing us up. She's like, oh, take it easy with him. You got him so hard. That child. I always look at her like, what? Really?
But you wasn't like that with me. It happens. I've caught myself a couple of times.
I guess when the elders look back, they kind of that does look mean when I was talking to you like that. They try to teach you the kind of.
I feel first that we just tired, because I get tired of yelling. I get tired of that you do that and start yelling. So when she comes, I'm like, you just want to sit right here? Okay, no. I feel. Don't look at me like that. But then if they do something, I'm like,
exactly.
2 seconds, like
exactly.
Leave me alone, okay? My phone over here going off. Oh. You have more questions?
You must have to ask me, man. Dig up. Ask
him about the sound. The sound.
Oh yeah. Feel free, man. open book.
She want me to.
That's what the song, man. What you want to ask me?
You still playing sound? You know, I know you said last year you went back to a little thing.
Wrestling, I catch this on video too. And you fall asleep. See, I'd say something right now. I make something clear. I never stopped playing sound system. Never, ever have I stopped playing it. But I don't like the direction the sound system culture is going in. Meaning, I don't like the fact that I see something that is extremely, extremely crucial to my culture being pimped up, by other cultures. I'm just being real. And we're not getting our justice due at all. And it's painful because when I see it's painful because I know that's what kept me alive. And I see other people trying to take it as if it's a game. And then when I came up with this music, that kept me alive, kept me breathing, kept me away from the street, kept me away from getting killed. To see people kind of think they could come and just take it up and whatever, and claim it and some status over that. And try to come talk to me about certain things. And I'm just like, brother, when I buy a record and I put, slow down, bro. I had to tell I had to chin check some couple heads and say, listen, man, I ain't trying to be rude, but hey, slow down, man. Mm-hmm. You got a laptop and some free music. I have the records and I have some of them all are autographed by the stars themselves. So I preserve this culture differently. So for us as sound system selectors of color, I'm going to be real. We have to become brands to get paid. Mm-hmm. We have to put ourselves in positions where we're as big as a Coca-Cola to say that they have to pay us. And as we remain sound system people, we're not getting no money. I'm just being real. Mm-hmm. They're not paying us the money.
Well, what do you feel about Palo?
What?
They're paying the DJs to
Payola?
Yeah.
Payola's been going on before me and you dream to crawl on this earth, man. And it's never gonna go away.
Here's my thing though. Like you said, the sound systems don't get paid like that.
And that's one of the reasons why a lot of them went in that road. Because they figured to themselves that if I do this for you, you have to do this for me.
As an upcoming artist or a new artist, isn't it hard for that particular artist though?
Of course, it is. Because, going back in the history of Jamaican culture, it was always the song that bust the artist.
Correct.
All the time. The song bust the artist, but then the game got different because there was no more rules, no more order on how we did this. Because after the 90s, there was no more, you didn't need to go to a studio to get that song out there. You didn't need to go to the King Jammies. You didn't need to go to the D.F. Kellys and the Donovan Jeremy and all them real top producers who gave us the best reggae songs of our time. You didn't need to go to those guys anymore. You have a laptop, go to your house, buy to tune yourself. You don't talk to these guys. So the business went in a whole different direction now, where anybody's a producer, everybody's an artist. True. So then now people are implementing what they feel is right. They're like, my sound man, I say, yo, brother, if you want me to bust your tune, brother, give me your money and I'm going to pay your song. Whereas once upon a time, my sound would get behind that artist. Yo, you come on the road, man, I bust this. Yeah.
And that's the issue I had. That's why I asked that question.
It's something that I don't take. First of all, we never take a dime from my artist to play their song as a song man. Never. I never ask artists for free music neither. But if they want, give me their music for free. I go out and buy their music. Come at me, we buy records first. So I ask the artist, you have it on record? They say, no, okay, it's on iTunes. Let them buy it on iTunes. Send me the link. Text me the link and I buy it. Like our artists, like our Catherine now. When Catherine had his song on Facebook, I bought his song, before it even came out because I support the artists, especially I know this is a business. This is not a not-for-profit organization. This is a music industry. This is everything costs money. It's not free.
Right, the mixing and recording and all that.
Mixing and mastering and even the design of flyer, it's costing money.
Even that costs.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in. I tell someone, man, listen, if you don't want to come lure out the business, then go do that over there. Don't do that to make everybody know what you're on, because that's artists need songs. And if you're a true sound man, you know if a bust artist. And so when you bust artists, you get your recognition with it automatically. Because everybody knows how you did it first. Uh-huh. It just came with the territory. You did bust artists. Everybody knew. Because the people talk. Why I say bust the tune? And it just spreads. Everybody knows that. But These nowadays guys, no disrespect, being real, they don't know the history. So they just take it, they look at it as our money. They look at it, how much money have you? How much money? Where budget?
And majority is doing that, not even just a few. Majority.
Yeah, I know enough of them doing it. Enough of them. I know do. I'm not gonna call on them, but they know who they are. I know what they do. You know what I'm saying?
I know plenty.
That's what made me realize that. And the sad thing about it is, the other culture is not doing it. They're not doing it.
And they're profiting well.
And they're not doing it. Because the other cultures treat it like a business. They do. They treat it like a business. Like I can have certain discussions with certain European DJs, soundman, and the knowledge that their brain is scary. That they never grew up in a Caribbean or nothing, but they know this. They know year the tune came out, who produced it, everything, because they're willing to go the extra mile. Like I've always prided myself on going the extra mile, but these guys go the extra mile and a mile and a mile. So that's why when it goes to the marketplace now, they are the ones that capture the big contracts. They get the big festivals, they get the bigger platforms, they get to showcase themselves on bigger stages because they're professionals. Whereas a lot of us now, we're just trying to get a dollar. So we kind of destroy our brands before our brands even get anywhere. You know,
that's why some artists that I do work with, sometimes I tell them, okay, give this DJ a track, give this DJ a dub or whatever.
Yeah.
Because yes, it's about the money, but at the same time, you're trying to build a relationship and network with them also.
Yeah.
So listen to my juniors or this or whatever. Yeah. And most times when they do listen, they go back and give the support.
Yeah.
But you have some just off the rip, like you said, how much you have without even listening to it or hearing what it has to say.
And they're not, even if you give them the money, the sad thing is they're not going to play it consistently.
Again.
It's like a one-time shot. I've been there before. Bridges, the man trying to get guys to bust the tune. And the man didn't play the tune. People are talking, we didn't hear the tune playing, and they cut it and on to the next. And we don't even know the decent thing and say, well, no, don't do all that. Just boom, tune played, done, on to the next. So I tell the artists them in reggae music that listen, go back in your history books. Look at how Super Cat did it. Look at how Ninja Man did it. Look how Stitchy did it. How San did it. And Tiger did it. And Bounty did it. Just look back on the real ones and you'll see the pattern of what you need to do to get there. And don't try to think that you need to be, focus on building with the people.
I was going to say, it's a different market too.
Yeah. You got to these artists got to focus on being, a lot of artists are being real. They're not people friendly. They need to learn to be being so in a little box and depending on people to talk for them. They got to kind of come out and say, the people know who I am. And meet the people. I
think I have better relationships with older artists than newer artists.
Of course. Me too. Because the older artists understand.
You do speak to new artists, but they have a hype mentality sometimes.
Yeah, because
while the older artists will go on and come sit and chill with you and whatever. You're like, wait a minute, that's so-and-so talking to me?
Yeah.
It's really different.
Because the artists nowadays are being overhyped with social media. So they think that some of them think that they're bigger than what they are. Because I talk to Yellow Man almost every day of the week. Me and him joke around on WhatsApp all the time. And when I went to his house in 2015, and when I'm outside this man's house, I'm like, I had to pinch myself and say, this is Yellow.
I missed that introduction last time.
This is Yellow Man, the king.
Yeah.
But he's such a humble human being. Like I had to tell him, I had to say, do you know who you are? And he starts laughing, but I'm like, you're the king. But his demeanor is so humble, kind.
I'm telling you, a lot of the older ones are like that.
When you check the books, as a prime example, no artist today in reggae could out-tour Yellow Man. No artist in reggae, no hot artist right now can out-tour him. Because he says it all the time because he makes himself a person that's easy to deal with. He's not gonna broke your neck to get money. If you don't have all, you say, okay, then give me this. He works with people. He told me that to my face. So he's like that. So he said he's not gonna get himself into no mix up, no drama with nobody. This is what it is. You deal with him fair, he deal with you fair. And that's why I said a lot of these artists need to sit down and talk to those guys while they're still here. Because everyone's getting older now, and they need to start utilizing it as some mentorship. Because this is our business. Because you can write a good tune, don't mean the tune's gonna reach somewhere. So you have to learn.
That's how one hit comes in. So.
That's what because boy, back in the day we had something called dead wax. That's why I have a whole pen on my records or records that never went nowhere afterwards. So we shouldn't have call that dead wax. Because now we play no man listen to them songs again. And nowadays you have all these digital songs that is hitting the road and they ain't hearing them again.
True.
They're touching the road. A man drop it. You go on Instagram, everybody have a tune. Everybody have a song, but who's listening to it?
And then it'll be that song for the year, and then that's it.
And then that's it. Because there's no taking your time to build your artistry. And artistry is the people. The people. You gotta really get up there for the people. Not the record labels or the sponsors. It's about the people. Get your community behind you. Get your core base of people that really like what you're doing and allow them to grow with you. Build relationships. And that's what the music industry always was for reggae music. But some people just kind of just took up them one thing and then it just became some hype nowadays. And that's why
a lot of them is more so hype than
it's a lot of hype. And shout out to my Virgin. I have to shout this man right now, my Virgin Echo Minor, original artist from way back in the day. And because why I say so, I shout him out because he's one of the first artists I met next to King Yellow who told me up front that this business is all about how you treat people. You treat that man the wrong way, he'll remember.
Tell everybody.
You'll tell everybody will know that you're treating them the wrong way. So you have to humble yourself and let's deal with it in steps, and everything will be all right because the people will push the music for you. Mm-hmm. You have to treat people good. You can't just step on it's hype thing, treat people good. And he told me that's what got his career where he was able to get in the door and meet more people and grow and grow and grow. And a lot of people don't want to do that, So artists have to just kind of free up themselves, man. Get out there and meet the people. You know what I'm saying? Meet the people and build some tune. You know what I'm saying? Build some tune. Not songs, some tune.
That's gonna be playing years from now, not just one
not just one day and that's it. It's right. Some tune. Yeah.
I agree. I definitely agree. And even with the artists that I deal with at times, sometimes like, we're going to the club and some days I don't want to go nowhere. But I do go for networking purposes, introduce them to this person, that person. And sometimes like they're gonna get tired of me. I said, but I just need you to know who's who, build certain relationship, let them know who you are, have that down to earth kind of, experience.
Yeah, because the people at the end of the day, the people are gonna help you because they like you or they don't like you.
Oh, they'll shut you down.
Yeah, quick. They don't like you, that's all right.
They will shut you down.
I know a lot of talented artists that can't get a break because of their attitude. Because the way they treat people. They rub people the wrong way. They don't know how to speak. They don't know that. They have this mentality like the world owes them. Mm-hmm. So they don't know how to talk to people. So people say, well, I'm not do that, brother, again. Talk to my brother, teach them too high.
And trust me, they do talk because I deal with a lot of DJs and I'll hear a DJ come by, so and so because this is what happened and there's so many of my top ones and I'm just like, they are?
Yeah, they talk. They'll talk. They don't call names.
Oh yeah, don't
that person, I see that word already. Yeah.
Oh, they call names big time. Yeah. So while these artists think they just gonna say whatever and do whatever, you're literally destroying your own career before it begins.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. That's a perfect way to put it. You destroy your career before it begins because you're thinking you're bigger than the people, and you're not. No artist is bigger than the people, man. For real. Yeah, like artists that bigger than the people, man.
One of my good friends is Major Macro. Macro texts me left, right, and center. Even yesterday was his birthday, so I had to text him, First, I text him and I was like, Merry Christmas, and I remember my birthday. I said, oh no, hold on. That text was coming too, Yeah. And the first time I met him, it was just very different. And I was just like, Major Michael, we used to grow up and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? No, but just text you, you're good.
Yeah.
It is very different. Why you have all these new ones and it's like you have to go through this person, go through this person, go through that person to even get close. And I get to them to get close.
Yeah.
It's too much. I always jump ship, girl. Different. In amount of time. But darling, Dre took over, then I came and took over. We apologize.
Big up the whole They always show, man, for real. You know, you need to check out two artists. You know, I'm gonna recommend two artists to you. You need to check out Rickman and our next artist named Kalar the Lyricist.
Okay.
Yeah, go on their Instagram page and check them out there. Rickman and Kalar the Lyricist, two of the wickedest dance artists right now. Trust me. Yeah.
I'll definitely check it out because we do like music. I love music.
Yeah.
I love new music. And it's not, like I tell them, I used to do new artists, but it's new artists and new music.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, you know, you have veterans that have new music.
Yeah, man.
And some have good new music. They try to keep up to date and whatever.
Yeah.
And you have new artists that has good music, but because they don't have a name or so-called, people don't want to listen. So I always like outside people. That's just me.
That's good. Give my strength, man.
Right.
That's good.
That's because I feel like everybody deserves an opportunity, and I feel like every artist was once a new artist. So
people forget that. You know, that simple root thing you just said.
I say that almost every
No, for real. An old artist was once a new artist.
Yes.
So some people need to know that. You know, that's an old artist was once new, and you have to kind of give it. You never know who's in front of you. You know, you never know. You may have the next bounty killer right in front of you, and then you want.
And I forget bounty credit card, bounty in a ramp to tell them go on a road.
Killer.
Go on a road in a ramp to put them out there. Yes.
Bounty killer too much responsible for white dance are still around right now. I can't. He is. Because
Look,
man,
big up Alliance.
Yeah, man. Killer. Who did he not bust after a while, man? For real. Rodney Price, man. For real. Real. The 5-star general. For real. The man are icons in the business. Went against everything and put artists out there. For real.
It ain't about put the show, no worry. Meet up on the show, but meet up on stage. Aye, come.
Yeah, man. And
I love that. Love it.
Want to give us Cartel, Movado, Busy Signal, Weird Marshall, Harry Tyler, Elephant Man. Boy, that's a scratch the surface.
Patex was part of the line.
Yeah. Boy, yeah. Yeah, man. Killer.
That's why I said we go by that.
Yeah, man. Build all lines. True. Oh.
Definitely. Okay. Thank you for stopping by.
You're
having
welcome.
this long conversation with us.
Beautiful conversation. For real. I love it, man. I love it. I respect you guys for having me on the show. Beautiful vibe. Love it right across the board. Truly grateful for this opportunity.
Before we end, is there any type of advice you would give to our young Black males and women?
Our young
generation. Yeah, younger generation, period, you know, for, you know, entrepreneur, book writer, music, anything. Any type of advice?
Yeah, man. I'll tell them honestly, learn to control your emotions. You know,
I just learned that one.
Girl, I'm still working on that one.
You know, why I say learn to control your emotions, because if you want to be, for example, an entrepreneur as a young Black brother or sister out there coming into the world of business, whether it doesn't have to be arts and entertainment, it's overall, learn to control your emotions. Because the first thing is, as you get into the door, you're going to be told no. There's going to be somebody lingering around waiting to tell you no. You're going to have the greatest idea, the greatest concept, and they're going to say nah, no. And you're going to hear several no's. And those no's will be discouraging, but those no's are leading you to the greatest yes. And I had to learn that. I thought that, man, I'm going to go there and no, nah, no, not today, nope, nah, pass. That's all I was hearing. And I was like, hold on, this is supposed to work. But I tell them that because at the end of the day, that's the advice that's going to build you. It sounds, some people to tell me these stuff, and believe you me, I just say, man, that's not what it is. Okay, what's the real secret? But no, that is the secret. As there's a God above and heaven, that is the secret. You have to learn to control your inner emotions. You can't react to everything. A person push you, you can't react to that. You have to keep persevering, and you have to figure out a way to help yourself first. You have to learn to sell the sizzle before the steak. You know, some people try to sell the whole cow before they even know. You have to slow down, sell the sizzle, get people interested in you slowly. In whatever you're doing, get them interested in you slowly, and you get them interested in you by being genuine, not by trying to sell them something. Just be yourself. Ask questions. Introduce yourself. Shake someone's hand. And show respect before you say, "Well, no." Tone that down. It's like all about your emotional status when you present yourself. Because if you're going out there in the world of business and you're knocking on doors and you're knocking on windows, you're going to people and you're asking for help and whatever the case may be, and your attitude sucks and you don't know how to speak to people and you're being disrespectful or you're being pushy and you're not coming out professional, all them doors, you're just gonna bung up a bunch of doors and then let's come back in and shoot you and basically put you in your face and you're done. Mm-hmm. So I tell you that's the first thing I'll tell anyone. Hands down, man. Learn to control them emotions. You can't go around with professionalism. And learn to help thyself first. You know, for real. Just learn. Help thyself first. And the next thing, respect people who give you an opportunity. I'm not even going to elaborate on that. Respect people who give you an opportunity.
Some people forget.
You know, and that's a dangerous thing. But respect people who give you an opportunity. No matter what status you end up in your career, respect those that gave you an opportunity. Because that one person gave an opportunity made another person know who you are. Mm-hmm. You cannot forget those things.
It's very true.
You cannot forget those things. Those are the things that bring forth bad blessings when you start to forget. Because you start building your karma against yourself. Mm-hmm. So you have to learn to remember, acknowledge those that were there for you when you were coming up that ladder. And when you get to the top of the ladder, you look down and acknowledge them back. And you never look down at people. You look to build them up. Because you can't get to the top of the mountain and then say, boy, yeah, man, I need this. And you look around, that's you alone there. You don't need people. You need to elevate others too. Because somebody elevated you. You know, success is a journey, you know. It's not a destination. You go through the steps, you know. Yeah, man. You know, big up all the youth, man. You know, hold the faith. Control them emotions. Trust you control your emotions and keep yourself on that level. You know, and my cousin would tell me all the time, be cordial. You know, control yourself. You know, can't go wrong.
That's a wise person. That's my favorite word. I tell the kids all the time, I don't have to like you, but I'm gonna be very cordial.
Exactly. It's called being a decent human being. Mm-hmm. Oh.
We ain't gotta be best friend now. But I'll say, hey, how you doing? And be generally asking.
Yeah.
And then I'll keep it moving.
Right on, sister.
Yes. Yes. All yours. This is all yours.
Oh.
I can't really
answer your question for you?
Yes, sir. You definitely
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much for the gracious opportunity and the wonderful hospitality.
Give them your social media links and how they can get a hold of you.
Okay, my social media is so simple. Joel NR Powell, JOEL space NR POWELL for everything. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, my website.
You're so smart.
Yeah, that's it.
I have some people that give me like 3 different things.
That's
like,
it.
You want me to remember?
That's it. That's it. Allow you to remember my name. You find me on Instagram. It says one name for everything. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, down to that. Yeah, same name.
Okay. So y'all heard. Just one name. Google me.
Yeah. Joel NR Powell. Yeah, respect and love that.
Yes, definitely DWC definitely thanks you for coming in. We definitely appreciate it. Glad to see that you guys made it and definitely are safe.
Yes. Oh, I apologize for the last time. For real. I blew up my tire. I was like 10 minutes away from here, yeah. And I blew up my tire.
Like,
yeah, man. I was rough because boy, that night was rough.
Yeah, man, I can tell.
Yeah, man, it was rough, but great. God got us through it. Everything's beautiful, man. So, see, nothing happened before it's time.
And that was my response. You know, it just wasn't supposed to happen that day. So it's okay.
I'm grateful. So thank you guys again, man. For real. Yeah, man.
I was getting into the quiet watching the show.
Welcome to DWC.
Yeah.
It's our way.
Yeah.
Well, if you definitely want to catch Toya, it's what's your information?
I didn't want to catch you.
Yeah, because you're on Fridays.
See what happened now on Friday. My co-host ain't here, so I'm gonna let you know how I feel on Friday. Oh wait,
Toya Famous will be here because she was here for me, so I will be here on Friday.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know. Look, it's the season of this is the only time I'm willing to give. Because once the new year starts, Look,
if they want to be a special guest host, just inbox me. You know where to find me. Inbox me.
What? When you gonna be on?
No, they want a special guest host. I'm not doing this by myself all the time.
That's what I said. I'll come this
I do it by myself all the time.
Well, you play music, so
yeah, but I
you play music
I play
and you
music
chat a lot.
and I talk a lot.
Exactly.
And I don't talk a lot, and I damn sure don't play music. So how's that gonna work? You know?
Well, we're gonna start booking you next year.
Look, I'm gonna have to call Hypeness and Love and see how we gonna do that.
Oh yeah, let me try. Well, you know, Hypeness got her show the same time as you.
Oh yeah.
So unless you're willing to do it where that she can, I mean, we can do it that way, but she does her show from there, and we can have you live.
See, you like all that extra stuff. I ain't this stuff, y'all. Did it love? Maybe we can figure this out. Rochelle, thank you so much. Appreciate that. See, I see all them links. I just like throw them out there. Yeah.
But definitely, you know, we appreciate you being here.
Thank you very much.
And, you know, we just wish you well in all the work that you're doing.
Thank you very much. If you give me your email address, I'll send you some songs, you know. Yeah.
Of course, that's what I told you.
And I have two CDs to give to the ladies.
Okay,
My original
thank
News
you.
Riders days. You guys are both in
I'm
your
probably
car.
gonna give you one because that's the same one you gave me.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I gave her one.
EP?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no.
I kind of
Hustle
encountered.
that out already.
I'm gonna give some reggae music.
All right, sounds great.
Yeah,
that's good.
but give me your email, I'll send you some songs.
And then you'll put that on here, right?
Yes,
Your money.
she's like, yeah, download. I got you, bro.
Let's make sure you leave your number. So I'll send it.
Look, we got you.
Oh, okay, it's right here.
Got you.
I'll send it to you.
That's that movie. Were you watching Bird Box?
Yeah.
Yes.
You were?
No.
I
Can't lie, I like that movie though.
I've seen everybody on social
Everyone's
media.
talking about Bird Box.
Bird Box?
No.
Here's the thing, though. I had just finished watching it. Then David's on Facebook.
All over social media.
Oh, David
David
Driver.
Driver. Yeah, man.
And he was this Bird Box. I said, wait a minute, it was a good movie, but then what did I miss? You know?
No, only movie I've seen this week was Yardie. Yeah. You got to see that. Yeah, you got to see it.
Oh, the Idris Elba movie?
The who?
The Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, yeah. Him.
Oh, that's probably not
Yardie?
the stuff. It's supposed to be, though.
It's a guy from England, a little youth from England that
Is it Idris Elba? He's
Yeah.
It sounds
like
no,
that
no,
movie. Are you
it's
sure?
not that. I know
He's
that.
not in it,
He's not
but
in it.
he
No,
directed it.
yeah.
He directed the movie.
Yeah.
And it went, oh, that's why it's in England. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
because
All right.
it
He
ends in England.
directed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, the movie tough though, yo. Movie tough. I'm gonna post it up on Facebook and everything. I did it yesterday. I'll post it up again and be like, yo, y'all need to watch this movie. I watched that show last
yeah,
night.
watch
saw
Bird
that.
Box too.
My daughter watched Bird
Yes.
Box.
Oh,
so.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 movies.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, I be putting that up at school sometimes. Like, see, what website? I can
Yeah,
give you
1,
my
2, 3
website.
movies.
It's
I was
usually
there
crash.
watching it. I was like, yo, so this movie tough, yo. I gotta watch it again because I kind of got interrupted. I mean, kind of pissed me off. So good. So I gotta watch it again. But yeah, the movie was tough though. Really tough stuff. So big up whoever made it. You know.
Yeah, man.
Shout out.
It's him.
It's him. Okay, cool. Yeah, he did a good job.
I just get tired.
And then I gotta catch another movie. I gotta catch is Bumblebee. Yeah,
The Transformers movie.
I'm still a little kid at heart, you know what I mean? So yeah, I gotta catch that.
What about Creed 2?
Oh, I watched that already twice. I'm gonna watch it a third time soon. I paid. No, that's how I am. I watch movies. If I like a movie, I'm gonna watch it. Like, you know what movie I watch every time, no matter when it comes on and how many times it comes on? Scarface. I don't care when that movie. It can come on. It can come on 2 o'clock in the morning. I watch that whole shit from start to end.
I've only
I know it's almost a 2-hour change movie. I'm like, start there. Everybody's like, yo, why you? That's me. If it's a movie I like, I'm gonna watch it over and over and over.
When's your birthday?
March 5th.
Oh, they are Taurine. I do the same thing.
I watch every Rocky movie. Every Rocky movie.
My Rocky is Rocky 4.
Every single Rocky movie, I watched it. And now he made Creed. I'm watching those things all the time. Every time I come on, I watch it. I don't even know how many times I watched the first Creed yet. But part 2, what? I can't wait for part 2.
Can't watch part 2 because I haven't seen part 1 yet.
No, you can watch part 2. You can still watch part 2. You know what I'm saying? But then you're going to say, I got to watch part 1. But yeah, Creed was a good movie. If nobody got a chance to see Creed, I'm missing some shit. And I respect Sylvester Stallone. Why? Because he's one of those actors that he never disrespect black people. Never. I never see him in any movie disrespecting black people, calling us niggas. Never. You know what I mean? He always got respect for black people. So I respect Sylvester Stallone. That's why I support his work all the time. But I mean, he can make a boring movie. I'll still watch that shit. That's because of Sylvester Stallone. So, I respect him big time. You know what I mean? So, there's a lot of other things going on. So, got to catch up on all that stuff. You know what I mean? The only movie I might not watch.
You feel me? Just
right. I'm like, just
remember Bird Box.
Whatever. I'll check it out. What is it on Netflix?
Yes.
I got Netflix. I'll watch it.
Look, if my kids were watching it, so I was just like, I guess it was good.
That was the Christmas movie yesterday.
Yeah,
apparently so. Everybody was watching it yesterday.
What is it about?
I don't know. I
Can we tell them?
Everyone's talking about it.
Let me know. Because I don't care. I'll still watch it. I don't care if you tell me the ending, I'll still watch it.
So basically, your travel, the family is, there's this creature. And if you look at it, you'll turn mentally insane and you want to kill yourself and you think everything is beautiful and all this other
shit. Zombie movie shit.
Basically.
Right?
Yeah, basically.
But
It's a little bit different though. It really is. And it kind of makes you think at times. And I don't know.
What, birds?
No. You didn't even understand why the whole bird thing came about at first.
You didn't understand until the end.
You really got to watch it. And basically, you can't look, so your eyes are covered. Your eyes have to be covered.
What, to watch the movie?
No.
This
in life. In life. Your eyes are, you can't be outside. You can't be out in light. Because if you see the creature.
It's almost like it hypnotizes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you have people walking into burning cars, sitting in there.
Yeah, just doing crazy things. Yes.
Yeah, but at the end you'll see it, everything like eventually makes sense.
It does.
At the end.
Anybody walking into anything that's on fire does not make any sense no matter what you say.
To me, it tells you, you possessed.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And then they was on a boat for what, 2-3 days?
About 3 days.
Was on a boat?
Yeah, on a river.
She got to be blindfolded on the boat.
With kids.
With kids on a boat?
Yeah.
And the kids were blindfolded too.
She had to, because she opened her eyes to be hypnotized.
So what, this thing was all around or something?
Yes.
What this thing thought it was God or some shit?
It was a guppy stealing all in all. Yes.
Because you don't see it right away though.
Or it just comes out.
You'll start hearing like the words, like people.
Like it will have.
No lie. You know how line is gone?
She be calling you.
Yeah. You know how Linus is gone?
She be calling you.
Drake, open your eyes so you can see.
It's almost like it plays on.
No,
that
but that's
bullshit. We like pack up.
You feel me? Like.
I said, yo, why my music changed on the goddamn radio current? I was like, it's gotta be hilarious.
Oh, she likes to play with that.
Yeah, she likes technology. Yeah. But yeah, so and then at the end,
check it out. I'll check it out. I'll try to see it tonight and see what it is, because I've been hearing
Make your
about
kids
it.
watch it. It's teach your kids to listen to you too.
Yeah, facts.
Like you heard what I told you, don't touch, don't look, don't miss, unless I say.
Son.
That's what I did with Freddie. I did that with one of my little sisters years ago. Freddie,
You know, I don't watch that thing no more.
She was like, all right. And she came and sat down. And I threw on the Freddie mask. All right, bitch.
Oh my God. I do. You ain't right. Oh my God.
It was kids. So, it was
I don't do funny movies at all. None of those.
Good at the time. But yeah, man, I'll check it out and see what it's all about. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be checking out your stuff.
Yeah.
Keeping.
Where's it gonna be posted? Is it posted online?
Yeah.
Okay.
This whole interview is live.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Listen to it again?
Yeah.
Oh,
On
on your website?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram.
all
YouTube,
Yeah.
live,
YouTube Live.
Twitter,
Okay.
all over the world.
Yeah.
That's what's
So when you're done, you can go to DWC on YouTube and send it out.
okay.
And send it yourself if you want.
Yeah, but I'll do that.
And then on Facebook, you can do the same thing too.
Okay.
The only thing I know y'all can do share it on this Instagram. Boss lady tried to do it for me before she did it. I don't know how to do it. It doesn't give me that option. I mean, but I know she knows how to share from Instagram. I don't know how to do it. What else we got?
Just the live meeting.
And then I know you were recording it there. So
Yeah.
you got all sorts of.
Yeah, we're always. That's why I always got to check
Technology.
what angle got me.
The White House in your
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
check
yeah,
which
yeah.
angle because I gained 20 pounds
And this
on
one
one
here is
camera.
live feed.
Yes.
We got Instagram over there. We got live.
I promise you, I walk
Yeah,
up
my
on
Facebook, my Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, so we
Man, you guys
straight paparazzi.
Yeah, I like that. Man.
Straight
No,
paparazzi.
no.
You can't say you
Yeah,
can't
see, never,
you
never.
can't come say, oh, I didn't hear it. Oh, well, you wasn't listening.
Right.
Look, we can replay it for you, don't worry.
You can always replay it. You know what I'm saying? So
Got you.
and that's the only thing good with technology now. Otherwise, y'all still driving crazy.
Man, back in the 80s, this could have
Never.
80s,
Never.
90s, and this
Never.
boy,
Yeah.
like what 20 grand to run one camera?
Yeah. So things is different now.
Yeah, man, I like this.
So we try to keep everybody, going with us.
Yeah, I like that, man.
So that's the good thing about what we do right now. So, so we gotta let everybody know where they can get your stuff at.
Yeah, man.
Let them know right now.
Well, NRPowell.com. www.jolnrpowell.com. Yeah, man. One for her.
And then I guess you can have this one.
Yeah.
Boss lady.
Yeah, I have one.
She got
Boss lady.
Yeah.
don't worry. I'm gonna take the stars and throw it on there.
No, I didn't heard the truth on mine. That's
No, I'm talking
that's
about.
why she does.
So I'm gonna email you the whole entire EP.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you can have. What thing does email just me? I
Flyerpage1@gmail.com.
5page1.
Flyer.
Flyer page.
Flyerpage1@gmail.com. So yeah, definitely you can catch me there and all my stuff too as well.
You see the phone of it?
So, but yes, we are wrapping up, everyone, all over the place. You know what I mean? Definitely appreciate everybody.
Flyer page.
Yeah, Flyer Page. FLYERPAGE.
Okay,
One.
gmail.com.
One.
Number one.
Yeah, number one @gmail.com.
Gotcha.
Yes, y'all can get me. If anybody sends me some crazy stuff, you will be blocked, and I will set you down, and we're gonna be bird boxing in real life.
Don't call me.
All right. So, but yeah, that's how we go right there. So, everybody, I appreciate it. We're about to wrap it up. We're gonna drop a couple tracks, and we're just gonna have a little fun, and I'm out the door until Friday again. Y'all can see me and see maybe Toya. I don't know. It all depends on her.
Toya will be here. Toya will be here.
May see Gabby at.
He ain't seeing Gabby nowhere.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go in that chat room and send Steph a message.
All right, we might see Steph. I don't know. Whoever wants to come.
No, he won't see Gabby.
We'll be
Remember,
inside
Snappy
the
will be here, but he won't
We'll
see
be
Gabby.
inside the building. John Powell, I appreciate it.
Brother, strength.
You know what I'm saying?
Give thanks. I take some pictures too, you know.
Yeah. We always do. You got to sign a wall too.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody leaves here without signing the wall, otherwise we hold you down. So that's how it is. Like I said, we appreciate it. We're going to bounce a little tunes, and then we up and out of here. So let's everything keeps up. So make sure you're wrong. Sign the wall.
Take a picture with that. It was yours.
Yeah, make sure you sign the wall. Everything is outside.
Put over here by the side.
Guns on board, back up like this.
The movements is inside of the Let's go. Let's go, people. Let's go. Yes, sir.
I'm sitting there, smoking up, smoking up, I'm sitting in the sea, smoking I'm so far from the start and near me. Singing my song to let my enemies hear me. Singing but I'm on the pitch like it's here. When this so big the whole of we can share it. Some make a bag of talk and them sound can share it. One bag of night the fans can't hear clearly. After I sing my life story. What I can walk on up on me like a glory. But there's no life, never stop about
See it going with you? Now you understand why I'm not a big fan? But I had to learn certain things. I was like, yeah, y'all play too much. Some things are easier. Like, I get the learning
Yes, Carla, talk to me. One, can't hear you, another. Hold on there. Huh? Who that? You see, that's that lioness thing going on. Can't hear the caller and everything, you know, it's coming in chick.
Caller, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Talk again. Let me see if I can get you. Talk.
Is that Tosh?
I don't know. That can't be touched because touch not on the line. See, line is smashing up. Oh, yeah, all right, caller. Give me a minute. Let me call you on your phone. Give me a second.
Yo! That is the funniest thing ever!
Well, no, I was on my phone, so.
Oh, you calling that back?
Oh, yeah, I forgot this one down there. Yeah, let me call it back on the other phone.
Why you don't go through?
No.
I got to tell you about that BS.
Yeah, man, it's this, I don't know. Line is since she gone.
All right, come on, we do it on this side. No, with everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, when he's called, it didn't come back for space. Yeah, I got stuff my belly in, so you already know how that goes.
You will be.
Yes, I bet you got it right. You think I'm joking when I say that?
No. Hey, you got one more.
The fucking money fucking like some real shit, dude.
Yo.
Look, man. I'm over here like.
You know what?
That's it again?
Yeah, let me see if I can catch them because for some reason I can't catch them on. All right, let me see if it can work out again, Carla. Carla, you here? Are you calling me off of Wi-Fi calling? You must be calling me off of Wi-Fi calling. Take yourself off of Wi-Fi, you know, Jenna.
All they want someone. Right now, it's like they've been on point. They're going out trying to get sent. Hopefully, they can pick something else where it can be something.
Carla.
To the airport, 2 a.m.
Yo, you can't conference me, you know, Jenna. Yo. You can't conference me and call me, you know, that I'm not doing something else. No, sir. Can't do that.
Tell you, this is conference call, though. That's the shit that happened. And it was last Wednesday. Right, it was last Wednesday.
Oh, they don't understand. Our queen passed. So ever since then, we do our shows like little behind the hella happy. And we would show the board. So like the phone calls and
I'm in the middle of this conversation, and I'm like,
how I was live. The phone I was live from was calling my next phone, but I was live.
The touch says we use this morning. Tell me what I'm searching for. These last rows for some money, you know. Just them to the brand new car. Only a friend knows the secret. So, somebody want me on them car. And them know the link. And I'm because not from far. They know. Hope you're on Boston. Hope you're on Boston. Hope you're on Boston. Boston and the world is Boston. What is that? Hope you're on Boston. Hope you're on Boston. Hope you're on Boston. Hope you're on Boston. What?
Well, tell my God bless people on the road right now. Come on, go see me if you want to go see me. He was about to, I see him trying like, you know, I want to touch this right It's all about vibes. Your boy Father Dre, the movement invading the show right now. Let's go. Shout out to my gully squad people all over the world right now. Big up to my gully squad in the 90s in New York City. You got everything to sort out. We still say gully for life. Do so. Let's go.
And then Lottie had a Facebook.
could never let the deep from it. We have to drop in the enemy. What's the good things that I want without the deep from it? Running with the care. No God, we do another day, never feel it. Even if they care it. Even if they care it. Yeah. I don't got to make the money anyway. That's most of us hopes and dreams anyway. Yeah, that's what we're like. We're going to go for the head, Monday, street, and struggle for the head, Monday. Give me everywhere. See, I'm a sweet man, that I'm floating on $1,000 bed. And if you touch my paper and put my dream up, then you're down to get king. I was dreaming that I'm floating on $1,000 bed. And if you touch my paper, put my dream up, then you're down to get king. Make me money, all these other mama, young stuff like a plasma. Some can tell what someone makes money. The back part never sell. Not for both, and some got done in a red bottle. You can do money, don't some can sell, don't come around here and let girls stop. I know we stop 5 on this guy.
Hey, God, who be praying for? No problem, God.
Me at feeding. The man who some style is not feeding. Because he never dies.
That's all woman in the background. I know that.
Them change up, me no want to see them. Me look and can't see them. This whole world know me and the back see them. Tell them pass me them. Tell us me so all them want me so far. Why you so bad? But them can't stop food from up on my
Alright, don't worry, man. I'm gonna be back. Friday.
Jamaica, them can't hold me again. Can't hold me again.
I got some new stuff I think I'm gonna try to play Friday. I gotta sort it out. I need some politics again. Shout out to my new politics that gave me that little quick in the video. Mr. Powell, man, I appreciate it for real. Shout out to the whole of the Canada crew for real. I still got a lot of family over there, man. I'm going to Canada in a minute. I gotta step back over there for a while. I thought they was going to send me down there recently. I thought was going to send me down there recently.
Yes, your fans are my leader.
But I'll be out there soon again, sometime this year. I know that. Go to the King of the Dot. I watch y'all do all the time. Shout out to the King of the Dot. Smack. Shout out Smack. My ladies is getting ready to leave. See, they got their coats on. They still forgot that they're being videoed.
That's why we're still smiling.
I'll see y'all soon, people. I enjoyed the vibe. Here's everybody over there. Angela, Sean, Paula, everybody over there. Everybody over there got shut down. Now pick up yourself, yo. I'll see y'all soon again. God bless. Be safe. No drinking and driving. Smoke and drive. Don't drink and drive. Oh, it's on the wall. That's on the wall. That's on the wall. That's on the wall. All right, everybody. I'll see y'all later, man. Enjoy yourself. And I will be back here Friday night to come and do my show and do all that other stuff that I do. And yeah.
Hey, I'm not coming here with Gabby no more.
No problem.
Gabby with that bullshit. And I'm not.
Hurry up, press N so I can see my piece.
I'm not saying what you